Now, I'll tell you a little story, you lot, so you now know my little history of my life. This is a thumper class 205. We're at the Dalrowie in Cumbria, and I'll just explain a couple of little things to you. These type of trains used to run around Kent and Surrey and Sussex back in the 80s, and were history of part of the British Rail era of the 1980s and early 90s. This is one of the first class compartments, just so you can see quickly, of the old sets. I'm just doing it from the door. Just showing you quickly the coupling and the air brake supplying the communication cables. Right, now this is one of the carriages where people used to sit. And if you can imagine where I'm stood now, this train used to run on one of the busiest lines in the country. This used to carry passengers from the Kent, Sussex and Surrey coasts up as far as London on diesel power. This is the guards van of the train, just so you can all see what it used to look like. The emergency brake is in front, and this is where they used to store some of the mail back in the 80s and 90s when it used to run the Upfield line as well. Thank you. This is the class 205, just to show you what it looks like whilst its engine is shut down. This is one of the MPV trains that used to run around the southeast, carrying all kinds of stuff with the unit behind, which is electric powered. This is the shoe gear of the third rail unit, just so you can see how it used to pick up the electric back in the 1980s and 1970s. And my last shot before the train be moving later on is of the thumper idly sat in the yard. This is the cab end of the train. And again, I'm just doing a last few shots of the unit whilst the diesel engine isn't running, of the old carriages and seats on the train.